Your school's master schedule says more about your school's priorities than your strategic plan does. Whatever gets protected first is what you actually value, and everything else gets forced around it. So this year, do not start by opening last year's grid or master schedule. Start with what broke. Think about the interventionists who could never reach the students who needed intervention, the co-teachers who shared students but never planning time, the support block that existed on paper but conflicted with everything students actually needed. Those frustrations are data, and AI can help you make sense of them before you build another schedule around the same problem. So you're going to start with something we call a brain dump. You're going to list every scheduling problem you ever encountered this year. Do not organize it. Then give it to your AI of choice and ask it to group these scheduling problems into themes and identify which appear structural, meaning the schedule itself may be contributing to them, because that distinction matters. Not every problem belongs to the master schedule. You need to identify the ones that do. Then force a ranking and ask it, rank these structural problems by how many students and staff they affect. If I can protect only 3 priorities, which ones could reduce the most downstream problems? Now you are not trying to solve 40 frustrations individually. You are identifying the conditions, creating several of them at once. Next, turn those priorities into scheduling non-negotiables. Ask AI to help you state the 3 priorities as conditions you protect before everything else gets placed. Maybe intervention happens when students who need it are actually available. Maybe common planning time becomes real instead of theoretical. Maybe specialized services stop competing with core instruction. Then pressure test the recommendations because AI does not know your building. You're going to ask it to flag assumptions about staffing, space, contractual requirements, course demand, or other constraints that require human verification. A beautiful schedule you cannot staff is still a bad schedule. And this is where professional judgment matters most. AI can organize a year of frustration, identify patterns, and help you see competing priorities. It cannot decide what your school values. Before, you may have inherited last year's master schedule, moved some blocks, solved immediate conflicts, and called that planning. This time, you're going to walk into your schedule with 3 non-negotiables grounded in what you watch students and staff experience all year. Then when someone asks why intervention, collaboration, or student support gets protected first, you have the answer. The schedule was always going to tell your staff what you value. This year, make sure it tells the truth. And if you lead scheduling in your school, save this and use these prompts before you open last year's master schedule.